This instructional video provides the necessary tools and instructions for replacing the power front section on the Zenith table. Start first with the tools that are required for the job.
Needle nose pliers, 7/16 ratcheting wrench, Phillips screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, 3/16 Allen wrench, and a 7/16 socket.
Instructional video, power front replacement on the Zenith high-low rear lift table. First set of activities will be to prep the table for access to the power front. We'll go ahead and raise the table to a working height. And in this area here, we will install a lock bolt that's provided with the kit of parts. And we're going to put that in first finger tight, and then we're going to go ahead and make that wrench tight using the Allen wrench that's been identified for use in this set of activities. It's wrench tight there, it's done. At that point, we're going to go ahead and zep the table, meaning we're going to remove the power source to the table so that the table right now is at a working height. The front section is locked in place with the bolt that's provided with the kit. And we'll be ready to proceed to the next section. Okay, using our Phillips screwdriver, we're going to first remove 4 screws on the black cover on the bottom. We have 2 in the front, and we have 2 in the rear. Following that, with our slotted screwdriver, we'll remove the 2 screws on either side of the key switch. They are in there. And following that activity, we will remove 2 screws up on top with our Phillips screwdriver, there and there. Okay? The 2 screws in this area here and here are not to be touched. Okay, we're removing the 4th screw right now that holds in the black cover. And that cover will come off, and that will go ahead and reveal the power front motor underneath. All right. Next activity will be to remove the 2 screws on either side of the key lock with the flathead screwdriver. So now we're removing the 2nd screw on the opposite side of the key lock. It's coming out, and the key lock assembly is now revealed. And what we're going to do at this point is to disconnect the power to the key lock using the needle nose pliers. The red and the black wires disconnected there. Next step will be to go ahead with our Phillips head screwdriver and remove the 2 screws here and on the other side here. At this point, we just want to make sure that we have installed wrench tight the lock bolt here. That's going to hold the whole front section in place. And at that point, there are 2 bolts here and exactly on the other side that hold the power front section in place. We're going to remove those using the 7/16 inch socket and the 7/16 inch wrench. We'll go ahead and demonstrate that. Wrench on the top, catching the bolt, socket on the bottom, catching the nut. And then we will do exactly the same activity on the other side of the table, right in here. So you'll have 2 of those bolts and nuts that will come out. Next activity, we're going to take our combination needle nose wire cutter tool, and we're going to snip off the little wire ties from the bundle. All right, that provides access to all the wiring. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and disconnect the various Molex connectors. We notice the wires line up, blue to blue, brown to brown. Next set. All the wires are lining up by color, red and white, red and white. Multi-pin Molex here. Okay. That's a one-of-a-kind Molex, so it can only plug into itself. Right here we have the green to the blue. Okay, on the underside of the table, using our Allen head wrench, we're going to loosen 4 screws. We'll point out those 4 screws to you. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to remove those screws from the plate. Working one side of the table to the other, we removed the first bolt here. We're now taking out the second bolt here. That holds in place this block. We want to use our hand to steady that block, because when we take out that second bolt, that block will move. And we don't want that block to slide and strike the base. Okay? Now we'll move to the other side, and we'll replicate that same process. Taking out the rear one first, now going to the front. Okay, and that enables the entire power front section to come down. Okay, that 4th bolt holds it all in. Very good. All right, we've already removed the top cover. Now we're going to remove the bottom cover here. And we're going to use a 3/8 inch open-end wrench, as well as a Phillips head screwdriver. And we're going to take out these 2 nil stops here with the open-end wrench. And down here, we've got the Phillips screws. Okay, ready? Proceed. Okay, 2 Phillips removed here. Bring it on its side. Phillips head screwdriver in here. Open end wrench over here. And we'll take off both of those screws. All right, now the second Phillips head screw's been removed, which now permits the lower cover to separate from the power front assembly. And if the cover was supporting a Thomson table, then the Thomson table would have limit switches installed here as well as here. On a high-low table, the cover does not have those limit switches, nor does it have this harness.